You know what they're like in Liverpool for football? Fanatics. So this Everton supporter is walking up Scotland Road and he takes this dreadful pain in the stomach and he dashes into the doctor's and there's 2 doors. It said male patients, female patients. So he walks into the one marked male patients and there's 2 more doors. And it said panel patients, ped patients. Well, he's not on the panel, so he's into the one marked ped patients. And there's 2 more doors. Everton supporters, Liverpool supporters. And he walks into the one marked Everton supporters and found himself out in the Scottish Road again. That's the way I tell him, isn't it? He said, Mr. Flanagan, yes? He says, this is the general foreman here on the building site. The shovels haven't arrived. What'll I do? He said, well, tell the lads to lean on each other till they come. I love this one. Will you hear this one? This is a crack of this one. But it's the way I tell it. Will you hear? This young Indian, he goes to Las Vegas and he's got no money. So he sends up a smoke signal to his father in West Dakota. Smoke, smoke, puff, puff. Send me double puff, smoky smoke, puff, puff, smoke. Some money. Gets no answer. So he sends up another signal. Double smoke, puff, 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 double smoke. Smoky puff. As quick as you can, send me puff, puff, double smoke, some money. Nothing. Just at that, there's a big atomic explosion behind him. And this big mushroom of smoke goes up and his father sends back a message. Puff, puff, double, double, smoke, smoke. What the hell are you shouting for? This fellow walked into the barber's shop. He said a minute in front of me. The fellow says 9. He said, he'll come back in the morning. Come back the next morning. He said a minute in front of me. The barber said 6. He said, he'll come back in the morning. Come on, then again, he said the next one. Minute in front of me. He said 7. He said, he'll come back in the morning. The barber said to the wee apprentice barber, go and see where that fella goes. So the wee fellow went out and came back an hour later. He said, where did he go? He said, your house. Irishman, the Scotsman, and the Englishman caught by the cannibals. The cannibal chief said to the Scotsman, there's always an Irishman with an Englishman and a Scotsman. The Welsh can never get in there. He says to the Scotsman, where do you come from? He says, Glasgow. He said, stick him in the pot. He said to the second fellow, where do you come from? He said, I come from London. He said, stick him in the pot. He says to the Irishman, where do you come from? He says, Dublin. He said, let him go. So the cannibal says to the chief, why are you going to let? He's an Irish cannibal as well. He says, why are you going to let that fella go? He said, well, the last fellow I had from Dublin in the pot, he ate all the bloody potatoes. Kelly and Flanagan went into the circus. And there was all these table tennis balls on the jets of water. So he lifted up the rifle. He said, what's this? 6 of them. All the balls went down. He said, fantastic, Kelly, fantastic. But what's this? And he lifted the rifle. Bang! 1 shot and the whole lot went down. He says, how'd you do that? He said, I shot the fella pumping the water. Could you laugh a wee bit quicker? Because after we had anything. Thank you. And the Pope has made a fortune out of his new book, The Pilgrim Progress. Very good. They've just invented a new pill for Catholics where it's 3.5 tons. You put it up against the door and your husband can't get in. Maggie Murphy went to the doctor. She said, I've forgotten to take my contradictive pills. He says, you're ignorant. She says, yeah, 3 months.